Hello students, today let us study about transcription. So first of all, what is transcription? Transcription is the copying of genetic material from one strand of DNA to RNA. What is transcription? It is copying of genetic information from one strand of DNA to RNA. From DNA to RNA and then to protein. It is the copying of genetic information from one strand of DNA to RNA. Okay? And in transcription, adenine and thymine, we find regularly they bond very regularly. Now, in transcription, thymine will be replaced by uracil. So, adenine will be bonded by uracil in transcription. Okay? Suppose this is a DNA strand. So while transcription, only one strand take part in the DNA formation, RNA formation. Okay? This strand is called as template. If both the strand act as a template, then what will be the problem? Let these both strand if act as template, what will be the problem? So please write down the 2 points which are given in the NCERT book. There will be formation of 2 RNA. This RNA will be formed from this template and this RNA will be formed from this template. Okay? So the RNA form will produce different protein with different sequences of amino acids. Okay? The sequences of amino acid in the protein will be different in both the proteins. Okay, so transfer of genetic information will be hampered. So we can write down the RNA produced from both the strands will give two different proteins with different sequences of amino acid. Okay, two different sequences of amino acid will be there, and hence the genetic information will not be transferred. Okay, and the second point is these two RNA produced will be complementary to each other. Okay, and they will form the double stranded RNA. What will happen? They will form the double stranded RNA, and the double stranded RNA will never produce protein. Okay, they will form double stranded RNA. And the double stranded RNA will never produce protein. Okay, this double stranded RNA will never produce protein. You can write it down if you want to write. These are important points as given in the NCERT books. Okay. Now let us study about transcription unit. Consider these as the DNA strand. This is 3' end, this is 5' end, this is 5' end, this is 3' end. Okay. This is called as transcription unit. Transcription. Now, which are the components of transcription unit? It contains promoter region. This is called as promoter region. The promoter is attached to the DNA strand after locating a promoter sequence, after locating a particular promoter sequence. Okay. And this is called as terminator sequence, terminator region. Sorry. This is called as terminator region. This is called as terminator region. And this portion is called as structural gene. This is called as structural gene. Okay. Now suppose if this strand is producing RNA, so this strand will be called as template strand. And quite astonishingly, this strand will be called as coding strand. Actually, practically this strand doesn't code for anything, but still it is called as coding strand. And the entire description of transcription unit is given according to coding strand. यदि आपको पूछा जाए on which strand the promoter region is situated, so what you will say? The promoter region is situated at the 5' end. So you have to describe this transcription unit as per the coding strand. So promoter region is situated at 5' end and the terminator region is situated at 3' end. So everything is to be described as per the coding strand, and the RNA formation will be from 5' end to 3' end. So the enzyme DNA dependent RNA polymerase will polymerize the RNA from 5' end to 3' end. This is the template. From this the RNA is to be transcribed. So RNA is dependent on this template for the transcription. So the enzyme is called DNA dependent RNA is to be produced, and DNA dependent RNA polymerase. Okay, this is called as structural gene. Now let us study about the three types of RNA which are involved in transcription. They are mRNA. It is also called as messenger RNA. It is also called as messenger RNA. Okay. What it contains? It contains all the information regarding amino acids and decides which protein is to be produced. Suppose this is messenger RNA. mRNA. It contains all the information regarding the amino acid and it decides which protein is to be produced. Okay. Actually, every time the first protein produced is methionine. Always remember, the first protein produced is always methionine. Methionine will be always be the first protein. The second is transfer RNA. What is this job? Its job is to study which amino acids are required over here. Which amino acid it has to bring from the cytoplasm so that they can be complementary to this RNA. Okay. So it studies the requirement of amino acids and brings them from the cytoplasm. Okay, and now the third RNA is rRNA. It is called as ribosomal RNA. It has got enzymatic action. Okay. It has got enzymatic action. And it forms the polypeptide bond. The proteins प्रोड्यूस। ट्रांसक्रिप्शन में जो भी प्रोटीन्स ट्रांसक्राइब हो रहे हैं उसको पॉलीपेप्टाइड बॉन्ड से जोड़ने का काम करता है आरआरएनए, एज इट कंटेन्स ribosomes. Okay. So always remember the first protein produced will be methionine. Suppose this is messenger RNA. It is messenger RNA. So what will be the job of transfer RNA? Transfer RNA will come here and it will study the requirement of amino acid. Okay. After studying, what it will do? It will see which of the amino acids are available in the cytoplasm. So it will bring those amino acids over here. Suppose this is one protein is formed. Then what this rRNA will do? rRNA will form, suppose this is methionine, the another protein produces serine, then another protein produces alanine. So what this rRNA will do? It will form the polypeptide bond between the proteins. Okay. Now let us study the transcription in bacteria. In bacteria, the transcription is very simple. Suppose this is DNA strand. This we will call as template. This is coding strand. This is promoter region. And this is terminator region. This is terminator region. This is terminator region. Okay. This is 3' and this is 5' and this will be 5' and this will be 3'. Now the enzyme DNA dependent RNA polymerase. DNA dependent RNA polymerase will start its action from the promoter region. Okay. This enzyme will enter here, but it will require one factor, that will be sigma factor. So it will bind to sigma factor and both will enter in promoter region. So it will require sigma factor to reach in promoter region. This is called as sigma factor. Once this RNA polymerase enters here with the sigma factor, it will start its operation. It will come here, over here, it will study the amino acids over here and will start the formation of RNA. This will form the formation of RNA strand. Okay. So this enzyme RNA polymerase is very simple. It only requires help at the promoter region. Once it reaches the promoter region, it starts the operation of RNA formation. Okay. And when it reaches here, this is the terminator region. Okay. When it reaches here, the process of transcription stops and this RNA falls off. This RNA falls off. For the process of termination, another factor is required. That factor is called as Rho factor. That factor is called as Rho factor. So with the help of Rho factor, this DNA dependent RNA polymerase will terminate the process of transcription. The RNA will fall off and the process will stop. Okay. As you know, in prokaryotes there is no nucleus, so the process of RNA formation and protein formation will take place in the same compartment. Okay. Suppose this is bacteria cell, this is bacterial cell. Here there is DNA. As you know, the DNA in bacteria is circular. So the transcription process will start from somewhere here and this RNA will comes out. So in bacteria, one more point you should write down: the process of transcription and translation, that is formation of protein, is called as translation. The transcription and translation process are simultaneous. These are simultaneous. मतलब जैसे ही आरएनए फॉर्मेशन चालू हो जाता है, आरएनए बनना हो चालू हो जाता है, वैसे ही ट्रांसलेशन प्रोसेस भी चालू हो जाती है. तो बोथ द प्रोसेस आर साइमल्टेनियस इन बैक्टीरिया. ओके. Now suppose this is a DNA strand, DNA template. Now this is one gene, this is another gene, this is another gene, this is another gene, and this is the RNA. This is one RNA, this is another RNA. Now what happens is that, have you heard about cistron? So what is cistron? Okay, this is DNA strand. And this is RNA strand. This part of the gene, this part of the gene produces one protein. Protein 1. This part of the gene produces another protein, that will be protein 2. Again, this part of the gene will produce third protein. Again, this part of the gene will produce fourth protein. So in bacteria, many proteins are produced from the gene. Okay. So what is cistron? the part of the gene, which produces the complete protein. Okay, the part of the gene, the part or portion of the gene which produces complete protein is called cistron. Please remember this. This much of gene produces this RNA, and this RNA produces this protein. So part of the gene which produces one complete protein is called cistron. Okay, so the proteins produced here are many. In bacteria, the genes produce many proteins, hence it is called as polycistronic. Hence in bacteria, the genes are polycistronic. As against in eukaryotes, it is monocistronic. Okay. This is template, this is RNA, this is one gene, this is another gene, this is another gene, this is another gene. So, 4 types of protein are produced here. Actually, many proteins can be produced in prokaryotes from the genes. So, it is called as polycistronic. Okay, student, I hope you understood the process of transcription. So I request you to please like and share the video. Thank you.